I've been building my own kingdom for everyone to see. It exists to keep me safe from harm, and it's intact to glorify me. Nobody helped me build this up. It was me and me alone. I've appointed myself as the king, and I've given myself the throne. But it turns out I'm no ruler, and I have no control. So I have decided to destroy it all. I'm tearing down the walls, kicking down the doors. Everything inside this kingdom is yours. 'Cause what I've made is worthless, and it cannot stand. Come and breathe some life into my empty, cold, dead hands. Down with the fickle king, away with this fantasy. You are the one I need. Death to the kingdom of me. Death to the kingdom of me. I should probably be frightened. This empire's all I know, but it always does more damage than good. I'm afraid it's gotta go. I know that I can't be trusted, 'cause I'm just a man. And if you hadn't given your life for me, a loser would be all that I am. You know they say just follow your heart. I'm afraid that's a load of trash. Your heart will take you down to deep, dark places where you feel like you'll never come back. So I'm coming out of the dark. This facade is... I woke up feeling like it was...
Your eyes and ears don't deceive you. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night, 10:48 p.m. Central Time. And I'm live for episode 182 of the Two Tone Talk by God pod. I'm not waiting until tomorrow. Let me tell you why I'm not waiting until tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, my wife's off work. She's got the day off. We made plans to go do some fall things, to go to the pumpkin patch, the apple orchard, and whatnot. And I'm not going to sit there all day and worry about, oh man, I got to go do my Titans podcast. Because you know what? I'm not going to take time out from spending time with my wife and my dog, who's sitting right over here. I'm not going to take time out of spending time with them to worry about getting back to talk about this organization. I'm going to just do it tonight. I'm going to enjoy my day with my family tomorrow, and I'm not going to worry about the Tennessee Titans. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to worry about getting back home to talk about this organization. You know why? Because they're not worth that. they're not worth that. They're not worth me taking time out of my life and out of my plans with my family tomorrow to worry about sitting around talking about them. I'm just going to just do it tonight. I'm just going to do it tonight. And whoever's able to tune in is going to tune in. And who's ever going to be able to listen is going to listen. But it's impromptu. It's off the cuff, but whatever. I'm live tonight. Not wait until tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy my day with my family tomorrow, and I'm not going to worry about getting back to talk about this organization. I'm going to just get it out of the way before I go to bed tonight. So if you're having to catch this on the replay, sorry, I'm not going to be live at 1 Eastern, noon Central tomorrow because I'm doing it tonight. What am I supposed to say, man? What am I supposed to say? Like, that great come from behind fourth quarter win last week, and then you've got a favorable matchup the next week because you're playing a team that's not very good in the Raiders. And we got Jeff Simmons and Cam Ward talking after the game about how weak the practices were this week. Nobody wanted to be at practice. Nobody had any life at practice. Practice was dead this week. You come out flat at the beginning because, of course, you do. The Titans have never not come out flat. They have come out flat in every game since Brian Callahan got here. they've come out flat every time. Doesn't matter whether they won or lost the week before. They come out flat. That's on coaching. Of course it's on coaching. Well, it feels stupid to even talk about it at this point because it so goes without saying. There's not even a point in continuing to say, hey, we're not well coached, because you already know we're not well coached. And I already know we're not well coached. We're screaming into the void at this point. Brian Callahan, what is this offensive scheme? What is the identity of this offense? I mean, we had that fourth quarter last week where Cam's airing it out and whatever. We come out in our first drive, 3 straight runs for a total of 9 yards and a punt. Then we get the ball back and we run 2 screens in a row. That is enough to earn Brian Callahan the distinction of Weenie of the Week. Weenie of the Week. Weenie of the Month. Weenie of the Year. Weenie of the Season. Weenie of the last 2 seasons. No weenies allowed, Brian. No weenies allowed here. You know what that means? You getting kicked out of the club, my man. When? I don't know. But you're out, dude. It's over. I'm done sitting here talking about if he's going to get fired. I've known he's going to get fired for weeks. He's not going to be the coach of this team next season. But he shouldn't be the coach tomorrow. He shouldn't have been the coach today. He shouldn't have been the coach last week or the week before. And now your former coach is coming to town. And let's have a heart-to-heart, shall we? If you've been watching this podcast, listen to this podcast for any amount of time, you know what I said after they fired Vrabel. I was for it. I felt like the team had hit their ceiling with Vrabel. I felt like the team was never going to go any further with Vrabel. I felt like too much damage had been done with Vrabel that he had to go. And you know what? Maybe I was right. Maybe I was wrong. But Mike Vrabel may as well be John Madden up beside Brian Callahan. The Tennessee Titans clearly had their issues with Vrabel as the coach, but it ain't nothing compared to what we're seeing now. At least Vrabel knew the rules. This is absolutely the low point, man. This is the low point. And Mike Vrabel's coming to town on Sunday. And you know what? I don't have it in me to be like, oh man, we better get up to play the Patriots. We better not let Vrabel come in here. No, Vrabel is going to come in here and the Patriots might put up 50. The Patriots are going to throttle the Titans, okay? Drake May is playing, I think Drake May is playing at a top 5 level quarterback in this league right now. The Patriots have won a couple of games. Like, the Patriots are going to destroy the Titans because that's what the Titans deserve. That's what the Titans deserve. They deserve for Mike Vrabel to bring his Patriots into town next week and absolutely throttle us. That's what the Titans deserve, and that's what they're going to get. And I can't say there's not a part of me that's going to enjoy it. I know that's wrong, and that's probably not a good fan, but there's a part of me that's going to sit there and go, well, Maybe enjoy it's not the word, but it's like when you tell your kid over and over again, don't touch the hot stove. You're going to get hurt. Don't touch the hot stove. Do not touch the hot stove. Eventually, if they keep going back, they're going to get burned. And when they do, it may not make you happy. It may not make you feel good, but you're going to go, see, I told you. The Titans are the most poorly coached team I've ever seen. I don't know why. I said this on the post-game reaction I did earlier. I know I'm just spinning in circles here. I'm saying the same things over and over. By the way, you got the chest hair right here. You got the chest hair out. You don't even have to pay extra for that. You don't have to give in the super chat for that. It's just here for you to enjoy. I know I'm spinning myself in circles. I know that I'm saying the same things over and over again. But what else am I supposed to say, guys? It's the same stuff over and over again. Of course I'm saying the same things because we keep doing the same things. Ever since he got here, the Titans have been lining up wrong since he got here. The Titans have been lining up offsides ever since he got here. The Titans have had illegal motion, illegal shifts ever since he got here. The Titans have not been able to get yards since he got here. The Titans have not been able to score points since he got here. I can't sit here and act like it's breaking news, guys. You know what? All you Will Levis Warriors, I still stand by the fact that Will was reckless with the ball and he did crazy things. But you know what? I'll give you this. Will Levis never stood a chance. Okay? Whatever potential Will Levis ever had was never going to be tapped into with this organization. Ever. Same with Malik Willis. Same with Marcus Mariota. Did you hear the interview where Ben Jones said the other day that him and Marcus's first couple of years were having to call plays on their own because Terry Robisky would just turn the headset off? That's what this organization did to Marcus Mariota. Remember Vince Young when Jeff Fisher didn't like him, and so there was that whole thing? We ruined them all. We ruined them all. And if we're not careful, we're going to ruin this one too, Cam Ward. We're going to ruin him too before he even has a chance to get his feet off the ground. Cam Ward's a rookie who's played in 6 games. There's going to be mistakes. It's not always going to be pretty. But can you honestly look at this situation and tell me that the Titans are doing right by this kid? Honestly, I don't care if you wanted to draft him. I don't care if you would have rather us traded back. I don't care if you're a Will Levis Warrior. I don't care. Can you honestly look me in the face, whatever device you are watching this on? Can you look me in the eye and tell me the Titans are doing right by him? He's just not doing good. Like, honestly, ask yourself this. However long you've been a fan of this team. I don't know if you've been a fan since 30 years ago, whatever. Just answer this question. What do you think's more likely? What do you think is more likely? Do you think that it's a Cam Ward problem or do you think it's a Tennessee Titans problem? Just sit with that for a second. What do you think? Do you think it's a Cam Ward problem or do you think it's a Tennessee Titans fan? Because everything that I have seen over the last 30 years or however long I've been a fan of this team, it can't be 30 because I would have only been 2 years old. Last 25 years, everything I have seen would lead me to believe it is a Tennessee Titans problem because it has always been a Tennessee Titans problem. Going back to what I said earlier on my post-game reaction video, you swap Jackson Dart and Cam Ward. All y'all that are obsessed with Jackson Dart right now. Okay, put Cam Ward on the Giants and put Jackson Dart here. Let's say back in April, the Giants traded up. We're in an alternate reality where the Giants traded up and drafted Cam Ward and the Titans traded back and somehow ended up with Jackson Dart along the way. What do you think would be happening right now? Do you really think Jackson Dart would be tearing it up with the Titans right now? No, he'd be just as bad as Cam, if not worse. And Cam Ward right now would be in New York tearing it up with the Giants. I guarantee you. It's a Titans problem, and it's always been a Titans problem. You know what? Can we find some common ground? Whoever you are out there, can we come together? We are the world. Let's come together, guys. Whoever you're a fan of Will, if you miss Will Levis, if you miss the Mayo, if you miss Malik Willis, if you love Cam Ward, whatever camp you fall into, can we all come together and realize that we're getting played here? Because we're sitting here arguing about Will Levis and Cam Ward and Malik Willis and Marcus Mariota and Ryan Tannehill. We're arguing about all these guys. When all along, it's been our own organization that is screwing all of this up. You put Will back there, you put Cam back there, you put Malik back there, you put Marcus back there. It ain't gonna matter because they're playing for the Titans, and the people up at the tippy top are the common denominator here. Whoever you like, whoever your favorite quarterback is, whoever you feel like didn't get a fair enough shot, whoever you think the coach should be or whatever. We're all sitting here arguing about stuff when the problem all along has been this organization. We don't know what we're doing, folks. The people up top don't know what they're doing, and God bless them. I'm sure they're good people. I'm sure they're good people. But who's the common denominator? The common denominator ain't Cam. It ain't Will. It ain't Malik. It ain't Marcus. It ain't Jake Locker. It ain't Vince Young. It ain't Zach Mettenberger. It ain't I'm forgetting somebody, but who cares? It ain't none of those guys. It's the Tennessee Titans. I will stand by this, and I'm not just saying it to say it. I'm genuine in my belief of this. You put any quarterback back there right now. Substitute Cam Ward with anybody. Any rookie. I already mentioned Jackson Dart. Put Shedeur back there. He would be absolutely getting throttled. Put rookie Jaden Daniels. Take him, pluck him up from last year's Washington team and drop him in this Titans team. He would be a disaster. Go back 2 years. Pick up C.J. Stroud out of the Houston Texans out of his rookie year and just drop him off in the Tennessee Titans, put him at quarterback. Wouldn't matter. But let's go beyond the rookies. Put the great Patrick Mahomes back there right now. And how much better do you think this Titans team is with Patrick Mahomes? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is great enough that he could lift them up a little bit. But at the end of the day, is this a playoff team? Is this even a playoff contender team with Patrick Mahomes? No. Any of them. Drake May, Matt Stafford, take any of them. Put them on this team. Aaron Rodgers, the ghost of Aaron Rodgers, who's tearing it up in Pittsburgh. You remember, people thought it was a possibility that he could come to Tennessee. If Aaron Rodgers were on this team, he would retire in the middle of the season. First of all, he'd already be hurt. Second of all, he would retire in the middle of the season. Any quarterback you want, put him on this team and it wouldn't matter. So before you declare that the Tennessee Titans have a Cam Ward problem, I will offer you this counter perspective. Cam Ward has a Tennessee Titans problem. The Tennessee Titans have a Tennessee Titans problem, and they always have. They always have. So we can sit here and we can argue about your quarterback, my quarterback. No, it wouldn't matter. It would not matter. Take Brady in his prime, put him on this team, ain't nothing happening. Put him in this offense, ain't nothing happening. Cam Ward's in an impossible situation. He is in an impossible situation. Does he need to be better? Yeah, sure. But as a rookie, can you honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, our rookie quarterback is in a good enough situation to be successful right now? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that? Somebody said, what if Daniel Jones and Cam Ward switched spots? Daniel Jones would be a laughing stock if he were the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans right now. Laughing stock. Laughing stock. He would be every bit of what he was in New York, but worse. This offense doesn't work. The scheme doesn't work. Doesn't matter who you put back there. Team's not well coached. Cam Ward ain't going to be able to overcome that. The offensive scheme sucks. Cam Ward ain't going to be able to overcome that. And it's not me making excuses for Cam. Yeah, that interception he threw at the end of the half, that's on him. He held the ball too long. But for most of this game, just like most of last game, just like most of the game before, are the Tennessee Titans putting Cam Ward in a good position right now? Are the people around him lifting him up? Tyler Lockett, or as I've started to call him, Tyler Drop It. What is he doing on this team? What purpose is Tyler Drop It filling on this team? I'm sure he's a wonderful person. He had a great career at Seattle. What is Tyler Drop It doing on this team? What purpose is he serving? What does he bring to the table? Cut him. Cut him. He's on a 1-year deal. Cut him and bring Xavier Restrepo up. Sure. Bring in Restrepo. You mean to tell me Xavier Restrepo can't give you what Tyler Drop It's giving you right now? You're going to tell me Xavier Restrepo can at least give you what Tyler Drop It's giving you right now? Of course he can. I could. J.C. Latham. I thought about making J.C. Latham the weenie of the week. I really did. I thought about making J.C. Latham the weenie of the week. The only reason I didn't is because I understand it's his first week back and Max Crosby is the elite of the elite. I understand that. But J.C. Latham got smoked today. And I know it's all Cam's fault. Cam's the reason everything's bad. But then watch J.C. Latham and tell me what Cam's supposed to do. Watch Lloyd Cushenberry and Kevin Zeitler double teaming a defensive tackle whose name I don't even know as he breaks right through in like 0.5 seconds. What do you want Cam to do? And you'll see in the film breakdowns, just like you always do every week, when the overhead film comes out and you get to see the field, just wait till you see some of these route combos. Just wait till you see. I guarantee you're going to watch some of these route combinations and you're going to say, what in the world are we doing? Other than ruining our quarterback. And you know what? You can sit there all day and say, oh, Cam's bad. Cam's what? They picked him first overall. He's played in 6 games. He ain't going anywhere. You can cry. You can cry in this comment section. You can cry in any comment section on X. Cam's not going anywhere. They just picked him. He's the quarterback for the foreseeable future. So knowing that this is not the Madden video game and we can't just go make a whole new roster at the end of every season, let's just consider, what do we do? Okay, well, we don't cut him. We don't trade him. We don't draft somebody else. What do? We got to figure it out. We got to get another coach in here. We got to get somebody that can help this kid. We got to get somebody that can help this kid. And I'm just talking about coaches. I'm talking about receivers. Because I hope you saw, without Calvin Ridley, when he got hurt in this game, without Calvin Ridley, we got nobody. I mean, and The Rock means nobody. Alec Manor, what happened to you, bruh? You look like you was headed in the right direction. What happened to you? Chimere Dike is doing a great job in the return game, but in the offense, they can't figure out what to do with him. Tyler Drop It, I already talked about him. He ain't doing nothing. I mean, my God, we had to have somebody step up, and Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson's the one that stepped up. That ain't a good thing. I mean, good for Van, but like that's who becomes our number one when Calvin gets hurt. Like, do you realize that's pathetic, right? That's the most pathetic receiving group in the league. If Van Jefferson is leading the team in receptions, like what? Awful. Awful. Terrible. So before you get on this whole, oh, it's all Cam's fault and Cam this and Cam that, okay, are we not allowed to look at the rest of the offense, both coaches and players? Because I'm watching bad football being played everywhere. I'm watching bad football be played everywhere. Chris says the scheme clearly doesn't work. It's not even working with Cincinnati. What makes us believe it's going to work for us? Since Rid is hurt, we need to call Philly and just ask about Brown. Doesn't hurt to. I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask, but AJ, we that ain't happening. That ain't happening. So, where do we go from here, folks? I'm a big believer in this right here. And I'm sorry, but in life, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That goes for all walks of life. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. These Titans have shown you who they are. They're bad. They're really bad. They may be the worst. That's who they are. So next week when they take the field to play the Patriots, I'm tuning in and I'm expecting them to get smoked. And you know what else? I'm not going to sit here anymore and act appalled when they can't figure out how to get yards. I'm not going to sit here and act appalled when they come out and run the lamest plays I've ever seen in my life to start the game. I'm not going to be surprised about it anymore. It's going to happen. I'm done being surprised about it. Done being surprised. This is who they are, all right? This is who they are. This is who the 2025 Titans are. And yeah, I'd like to think tomorrow I'm going to wake up and there's going to be an update on my phone that says the Titans have informed their head coach that he is being relieved of his duties. But I'm not getting my hopes up, guys. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they are, of all times, for them to preach patience, now is the time they want to do this whole patient get up. Let me tell you something. It's destroying your team. This head coach is destroying the team. He doesn't know how to get them up ready to play. Their practices are clearly, much like their games, they're going through the motions. You heard Jeff Simmons and Cam Ward both say it. Our practices this week were terrible. That's how they followed up a win, guys. That's how they followed up a come-from-behind win in the fourth quarter. That's how they followed it up, is with a week of going through the motions practices and going through the motions games, coming out flat the next week. That's on coaching. That's a poorly coached team. That is a poorly coached team. But you already knew that. We've known they're poorly coached for at least the last 6 weeks. But really, it goes back to last year. This is a team in complete disarray. They're a disgrace. They are a disgrace. Late in the game, down 17-3, you get an interception. You get a turnover. With plenty of time, you're down by 14. You want to know what the Titans did off of that interception? 3 and out. 3 and out. And you think we're putting Cam Ward in a position to succeed. Just ask yourself. When you lay down, I feel like Shannon Sharp when he was talking to Skip Bayless on Undisputed. When you lay your head on the pillow tonight, just know I gave you everything I had. Are the Titans giving you everything they got? Are the Titans giving Cam Ward everything they've got? Can you honestly look yourself in the mirror and say that? Do you honestly think that if you put Cam Ward on maybe at least 27 of the other 31 teams in the league, if you put Cam Ward on that team, is he better than he is with the Titans? Absolutely. The 49ers are being competitive with Mac Jones. Seattle made it work all those years with Geno Smith. And you see what he's doing in Vegas. It ain't anything special, but in Seattle, he had him playing good football. So, yeah, Cam Ward's not playing well right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going in the right direction. But what do you think's more likely? Do you think it's a Cam Ward problem or do you think it's a Tennessee Titans problem? Just use your common sense. Use your logic. Use what you know. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. What do you know about this organization? Do they normally do right by quarterbacks? No. You know they don't. You're not dumb. You know this organization ruins quarterbacks. You know this organization has no idea how to develop young quarterbacks. You know that. So what do you think's happening here? Do you think that the Titans would be really good if Cam Ward could just figure out how to be good? Or do you think that Cam Ward is not in a position to be good because the organization and the team around him is that bad? What do you think? You tell me. You tell me. Because I think you know, just like I know. This organization ain't done right by him yet. They ain't done right by him yet. They said, we need some receivers. Let's go get Tyler Lockett and Van Jefferson. Here you go, Cam. Here you go, buddy. Go out there and win us some games. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Nothing more to say. Yeah, I could sit here and talk about penalties. I could sit here and talk about poor pass protection. I could sit here and I could talk about, inability to run the football. I could talk about the play calling. But I'm walking in a circle here. I've said it all before. You can go back and listen to any past episode after a game and hear the same thing over and over again, because that's all this is. It is deja vu every time they step on the field, and it never gets better. And honestly, the Raiders were one of the most winnable games on the schedule left, and they got beat convincingly by them. So, where are the win? If there are any more wins on the schedule, please tell me where they are. Because the Saints are playing better than the Raiders right now. That would have been one of the more winnable games. I mean, you might could say they'll beat Cleveland, but I don't think they'll beat Cleveland. I don't think they're going to beat Cleveland. Somebody said Cam Ward is too cocky for his own good. Cam gave himself an F grade before this game. He said if he had to grade his first, how is that cocky? He pretty much said, well, you know what he said. He said, if I'm going to keep it a buck, he's not shied away from the fact that he hasn't played well. But here's what's disgusting. Is this organization even putting him in a position to play well? I mean, really? And you know what? All you Will Levis Warriors, I think Will had a better lineup of receivers than Ward has, because at least he had Westbrook-Akine playing well and a healthy Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins some of the time. But either way, we're bringing in quarterbacks that have no chance here. What are you supposed to do with Tyler Lockett? A couple of fourth-rounders and Van Jefferson? J.C. Latham getting smoked by Max Crosby every play? This offense? This coach? And your takeaway is we drafted the wrong guy? You talk about missing the forest for the trees. That's your big takeaway? I'm not saying he's playing well. I'm not saying that everything's great with Cam. He's doing awesome. No, he's not. But he's played in 6 games, and this is the organization he's a part of. You could put AI out there. You could put a bunch of AI generated football people out there and they would not be able to make this work. So no, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Cam's playing great. I actually think he's not playing well at all. But what's your solution? What's your solution? Cut him? Cut our number 1 draft pick? Trade him? Draft another quarterback? What, you want Nussmeier? You want Drew Aller? You want to bring Will back? Old shovel pass McGee, you want to bring him back in here? I've already told you, it don't matter who you put in. Ain't nothing working here. You got to get rid of the coach. That's the first thing that's got to happen. You got to get rid of the coach. And you can talk about who you need to replace him with. There'll be plenty of time to talk about that later. But for right now, you got to get rid of this coach, man. You got to get rid of him. How much more? I mean, there's nothing else to see here. There's nothing else to see. How many times they got to come out flat? How many times? How many times do they got to come out and not be able to figure out how to get a first down? How many more times do we need to see it? Somebody said, Brad, do you think we'll ever get back to that 2021 type of Titans team? We got a long way to go, man. Long way to go. Long way to go. Because we ain't even close. Absolutely disgraceful. And I don't have it in me to come in here and be mad anymore and jump around and scream and throw stuff. Like, I'm trying not to do that. I don't want to do that. What's the point now? They're not worth getting mad over. They're not worth throwing stuff over. Somebody shows you who they are, believe them. They've shown us. They've shown us who they are. They have completely failed Cam Ward in his rookie season. Completely led him down a wrong path. Repeatedly talking about how they want to capitalize on what he does well, yet they never do. We're going to run that hurry up offense that we ran in the fourth quarter last week because it worked so well, so we're going to keep doing that more. I'm sorry. Did y'all see it? Is the hurry up offense in the room with us right now? Because I didn't see it out there today against the Raiders. What else? We'll run this RPO because that's what Cam was good at in college. Is the RPO in the room with us right now? Where is the RPO? Well, we're going to let Cam throw it down the field like he did in the fourth quarter. Is Cam throwing it down the field in the room with us right now? Where is it? Because all I'm seeing are a bunch of screen passes. Don't even get me started on these screen passes, dude. I never seen a team worse at running screens in my life. I've never seen a team that literally cannot figure out how to run a successful screen, but yet keeps trying. Sometimes numerous plays in a row. Sometimes numerous plays in a row of screen passes, and they never work. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My computer's trying to talk to me. Shut up, computer. I can't believe it. It's shocking. Shocking. Am I frozen? I see that. I'm frozen. Now I'm not frozen. Throw the screens out. Just don't do them anymore. Don't do them anymore. I'm at a loss, man. I don't know what else to say. But I won't be live at 1 Eastern, noon Central tomorrow because I decided to go live tonight. And if you missed my reasoning, my wife's off work tomorrow. We got plans. And I'm not going to sit there and worry about getting back to do this podcast to talk about this organization. They ain't worth that. I'm going to enjoy my time with my family, and I ain't going to worry about getting back to talk about this organization. I love y'all. I love talking to y'all and doing this podcast, but I ain't gonna let this organization and talking about them take over my day tomorrow because they ain't worth my time. And now the Patriots are coming to town. D-Day's coming. Or should I say V-Day is coming. Vrabel Day. Sunday. The chickens are a coming home to roost, Amy. I'm out of here, man. This is disgusting. Sickening performance. But I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. Because the Tennessee Titans ain't got a Cam Ward problem. Cam Ward's got a Tennessee Titans problem. And he ain't the first one. He's in a long line of quarterbacks that got drafted here that ended up having a huge Tennessee Titans problem. Better figure out how to fix it. Better figure out how to fix it because you're already ruining the kid. Tighten up, everybody. I'm out of here.